Speaking of Wendy's, they got that Cinnabon pull apart. How dare you introduce sweet deliciousness? You know what? I don't even talk about it because my mouth will start watering. Good morning, friends. It's Monday. It's a new week. The month is halfway done. I just can't believe that this year is flying like this. I am coming on today to try to see if I can start a little daily vlog challenge. Let's see if we can make it daily. I feel like this is the week that I'm going to deactivate my Instagram. And I know y'all be sick of hearing people talking about they getting off Instagram, but I really am just like, you know what it feels like? Instagram feels like you walk into a big giant warehouse and everybody is screaming, "Look at me! Da-da-da! This is what I got going on." Whereas YouTube, the peaceful queen, you walk down a serene hallway with aesthetic labels on each door and you get to select which door you want to open. It's so much more quiet and curated. I think this is why a lot of people are leaning on Pinterest right now. Like, it's just too much overstimulation on the camera app. I miss when it was pictures with ugly filters and we were sharing our plates and our pets. Not that I've ever really had pets. But, you know, I just miss the simplicity of Instagram. And I think that it's time. Like, I'm sick of thinking about deactivating it. So I think I just need to give it a try. I need to try deactivating and see how I feel. My excuse before used to be I needed to promote my business. But, girl, I don't be on there promoting nobody's business. Like, that's the problem. Marketing your own business is such a big task. And I just have not had the capacity for it. I do have to catch y'all up on some other life updates. But yeah, I just haven't had the capacity to market my business on Instagram. I haven't felt like I fit in on my personal Instagram, just in a creator space. Like, I love sharing, okay? I've always been a sharer before influencer was a word. I have been one of those people that, you know, if I see something that I like, I'm going to provide a review on it. I'm going to give my take, my insight. That just comes naturally to me. And that kind of snowballed into, you can monetize that, which is great. It's cool. But now it's like everything is overconsumption, by this, by that. I really even try to be sparse with the things that I share. Like, I try not to even overshare. Like, it's a running joke if I share something. Last week I shared these highlighters from Amazon and everybody's like, "Girl, I'm about to block you. You always making me buy something I don't need." It is never my intention to have people buying stuff they don't need. If I use something and I use it consistently and I love it, I just naturally want to share it. So, I don't know. That space is really weird. Everything is a sale. Everything is monetized. I don't even know where I fit in. Like, I'm a sharer and I like to be influential in certain ways, but I don't want to overdo it and be a part of this constant scroll of commercials. Like, everything is a commercial. I haven't deactivated yet because I have a pending partnership. I already filmed the content. I literally filmed the content in February and it's mid-April and they're still waiting on a go live date. But I'm gonna have to tell them, like, I am deactivating Instagram for my mental health and you haven't given me a live date for this content yet, so it just may not never make it to the gram. But yeah, as far as life updates, I started a new job. I'm actually getting ready to get on a meeting in a few minutes. If you don't know, along with having my business, which is not flourishing, and I've talked about that in the past, and we're always going to be 100% honest about that, I'm actually looking at my little Shopify order tracker right now. 0 orders for the day, 0 orders for the week. But anyways, in addition to that, and in addition to enjoying creating content, I work in social media. So prior to my current role, I was a social media specialist for a brand that had a smaller team. It was a product-based company, which had a really cool product. But I felt like I was doing so many different types of tasks in my role because it was a smaller team. And I have no problem getting it out the mud with somebody. Like, I'll do it for myself. I've had a small business. I know how impactful it is to have a team that can be like jack of all trades, Jill of all trades. But honestly, it was starting to burn me out being the social media specialist, the videographer, the video editor, the content creator, coordinating with the blog posting person, influencer marketing, taking meetings for it just was a lot. And it was getting to the point where I can't even be great at something because I'm doing everything. And I just was on the path to burnout. So yeah, with my new job, it's a much bigger company. It's a corporation, in fact. So they just have a lot more resources, and it's a shift from social media for marketing to social media for communication. So communication is more storytelling. Of course, you still want to get some return on the things that you're putting out, but it kind of just has a different mindset. Whereas this is like, we need to sell this, and we have sales goals and conversion and return on interest. On this new side, it's more like, here's some great things that we're doing in the community, and this is how it impacts other people. How do we get that message out there and amplify it? And I really, really love that. The downside to it, unfortunately, is that the role is kind of new for the company because they're expanding so quickly. It's basically like a new division. So it's a newer role, and they only budgeted for part-time. So I literally went from full-time salary to part-time. It is a bit of an adjustment, and I really just need to wrap my head around the fact that right now I have some added time for family, which is most important to me, and for myself. There is opportunity for it to be full-time in the future, next year, with next year's budget. So I'm really just trying to be grateful for the time, because one thing I always say, like, of course, everybody love money. We want to pay our bills, and we want to be able to do what we want to do in the world. But I really, really, really love my time. But still, at the end of the day, that number switch, especially when everything is inflated and eggs is $25 and it costs $200 every time you step outside, it is a bit of an adjustment. So that's like another personal thing that I'm dealing with. Fortunately, I love the job. I love the team. It is actually a faith-based organization. So I feel like that is like having a positive impact on me as well. I'm really just questioning my whole life. Like, where am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be presenting myself? How can I be a greater impact to others? I guess I'm having like a midlife crisis. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, y'all. But all of this is leading me to wanting to delete my Instagram. I have always wanted to lean more into YouTube, but I guess I basically have like imposter syndrome when it comes to YouTube, because I feel like I do the same thing all the time. Like, I'll obviously record exciting things if I go on like a road trip or a quick trip, but my day-to-day is pretty basic. I'm really not planning at all to monetize my family and vlog my family, and that is a main portion of my day, so that cuts out a bunch of stuff. Previously, I wasn't really comfortable vlogging things related to work, but I think I may be more so going forward. Like, I don't know, I'm not a private person, but I just have a lot of discernment, especially when it comes to the internet. The internet is the wild, wild west, so you really gotta tread lightly. So I'm trying to figure out a way to be vulnerable and be open and share more of myself without going too far, because once you open up different boxes and the boundaries are gone, people don't know how to act. But the reason why I really love YouTube is because Instagram, you have to fight for people's attention, and you want to hook them in and get them watching your content, and the content be 2 seconds. For someone to sit here and really watch your YouTube video, they're really, really consuming your content. So I appreciate anyone who comes to this channel, watches my videos. Shout out to all the girls. I see so much inspiration on threads of everyone talking about getting more into YouTube and, celebrating their their subscriber counts going up. I love that. So I think YouTube has always been my favorite place, and I just need to lean more into it. And that's why I want to do this little personal challenge and see if I could vlog every single day this week. So with all that being said, my little rant, let me get prepared for my meeting. After that, I want to come back and just talk about a few of the things that I do to prepare for my week. I'm not the most organized person mentally. Like, I always have 10 million tabs open, so I have to have notepads, planners, systems, apps. I have to have all those things. So I want to share some of the things that I have been using recently to try to stay organized, and some of the things I have been using to try to reduce stress, whether that be reading. I got into gaming on the iPad. Never thought I would see the day. Like, you got games on your phone. Like, I have games on my phone now. So I'm really just trying to find daily practices that release some serotonin, release stress, planning workouts as much as I can. I definitely want to get into food prep moving forward. I prep some little fruits for the day, but like really taking the weekends to prep meals for the week, because I found that, doing dinner during the week is becoming a pain point. Thinking about what to eat, having the ingredients to put it together, and then physically putting it together, all of that is a lot. So adding more meal prep into my routine. I just have so much to talk about with y'all. So let me get ready for work, and I'll be back in a few. right, so now I want to do a quick run through of some things that I have been doing outside of work to keep my head on straight. So first things first, if you haven't seen this, you is probably living up under a rock, and that's okay. I'm here to lift the rock up and put you on. So last year I had a vlog where I was reading Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Absolutely loved it. I've seen mixed reviews. It's one of those things where it's like a really popular book, and I feel like when something is really popular, people just try to be, you know, divisive and say, oh, I don't know. I have no problem with fiction, and I have no problem with a popular book. I'm gonna read it, okay? The book gonna get read. So, loved Before I Let Go. One of the characters in the book had a little something going on, and you could tell it was leading up to a part 2. So now that character, Soledad, has her own book, which is called This Could Be Us. I am on chapter 26. This is how far I've gotten. I've been reading it for a couple weeks. I've had this book for a couple months, but I've been reading it for a couple weeks. I don't have a proper bookmark. I am using my Glossier Priming Moisturizer box as my bookmark, but I'm hoping to finish this up this week. It's not like, I don't know, I think some people want like a lot of drama and like it to be like a big page turner and all these twists and turns. It's not one of those things. It's like someone's story. Even though it's a fictional character, just imagine like if your life was a book. Every single day is not going to be drama-filled reality TV. So I just love the way that Kennedy Ryan writes. I feel like I'm kind of just almost like watching a vlog. Like, think of your favorite vlogger going through some things here and there, and you're just experiencing their life story as it happens. That's how I feel it is. So if you're looking for something that's fast-paced, like a psychological thriller with twists and turns, this is not it. This is just a good, I don't want to say a pleasant read, because there are some real life things that happen in both this book and Before I Let Go. There's some trigger warnings. There's some real topics, but it's just not so traumatic that, well, Before I Let Go had a little bit of trauma. Girl, I don't know how to explain it. It's a smooth read. It's not a bumpy ride, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm hoping to finish this week. Not putting too much pressure on myself. And then I have a bunch of books on deck in my Libby app. Like, for instance, there was this book called Big. Was it Big or Big Girl? I think it's called Big Girl. Yeah, Big Girl. That I was reading last year. Let's see if y'all can see it. That's Big Girl. I was reading that last year, had physically bought the book and was vlogging and left the book at the place that I was reading it at, and they never found it. So I have it in my Libby app, geared up to read it. I finished last month. I read the book, I'm Glad My Mom Died, by, what's her name? I forgot her name. The girl from Nickelodeon, Jeanette McCurdy, which is actually, the timing was crazy because I didn't even know that Nickelodeon Quiet on Set documentary was coming out, and I was already reading her book. That one, that was an interesting read. The triggering trauma is written from her like child perspective, so the writing, I feel people complain about the writing style, but you're literally reading it from like a 6-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 19-year-old, 21-year-old perspective as she goes through life. So I recommend it. Again, if you've got some trauma going on and you're not healed, you have complicated relationships with parents and all this other type of stuff, check out the trigger warnings first before you read it. But This Could Be Us is what I'm currently into, and I am enjoying it. What else did I want to talk to y'all about? I'm a gamer girl, y'all. I am a gamer girl. So I had purchased a MacBook Air, the M3, like literally the day they came out. Didn't even know there was a new release coming out. I just knew I needed a laptop because my laptop from my old job had went back, and I do have my Mac desktop, but I wanted to still have something for on the go, right? So I had purchased the MacBook Air, tried to edit a vlog. It was mad laggy. I don't know, something was off about it. So I ended up returning it, and as a replacement, I ended up getting this system, which is the iPad Air 5th generation, I believe, and then I got the Magic Keyboard. I have been loving this combo. Haven't really even been vlogging, so I really haven't tried to edit anything on here. I'm sure it's not going to be, you know, like editing on the laptop, but I still have my desktop. So, but anyways, now that I have an iPad, your girl had to go and get some games. So let me put y'all on to the game that I have been playing. How do I get back to the beginning? This is called Ellen's Garden Restoration. It won't show me like the opening, but Basically what it is Ellen is working with like a reality TV to fix people's homes up and give them an outdoor living space. And the puzzles are basically like Candy Crush, but it involves flowers. And then once you earn gems and coins, you use that to fix up your client's space. So like this is one little area that I'm working on now. I am on level 82. So this is where I am on it. I'm on level 82, and I have to admit, I have been like buying gems now. I live with a couple gamers. My son is heavy into Roblox. BJ, you know, he hasn't really been playing 2K lately, but he was a big 2K player. And I used to always clown them for like spending money on digital assets. I would clown them, y'all. And here I am. I have probably spent in the past 3 days, I'm shamed. I don't even want to put a number on it. Maybe like $40. Like, that's so embarrassing. I have spent like $40 getting level ups and boosters and power ups and all types of stuff for this game. I am in it, okay? Like I am blood in, blood out with Ellen DeGeneres fixing up people's yards. It's insane. So I really like it. Obviously I love flowers. I was looking for a game that was kind of like cozy and aesthetic. And I just feel like this game is so cute. It's a really good stress relief. I do have to just be mindful of like I don't want to be spending a whole bunch of money on this game. But I can see why gamers do it. It gets a little bit addictive. One thing that I love about this game, and it's kind of like a life lesson, is that for each level you have like a goal of things that you want to achieve. And I find that the best strategy is to make a move that accomplishes more than one goal at a time. Okay? And that's kind of, I've been carrying that with me as like, can I do that in real life too? So if the move does more than one of the goals, then that's the move for me. So if you need something fun to play, I'm so sorry. I think there might be a little referral thing going on in here. Let me see if I can put a little link, because if I can get some free gems and some free boosts and some free level ups, I'm all for that. So yeah, if you want to get into gaming, that's a pretty cute place to start. What else? TV, I've been watching Diara from Detroit. Very tapped in with that. Show is freaking hilarious. Kudos to everybody a part of it. I don't even care about, like, I know, oh, Morris Chestnut. I don't even care about that. Miss Diara, I think that's her real name in real life. She is funny, okay? And I love the girl from Insecure. I'm so sorry, I don't remember her name. I follow her on Instagram, but she was in Insecure, and she's also, well, she was in Rap Shit before it got canceled. She plays Diara's best friend. Really good combo. Her male best friend that she works with. Just the comedic timing of everything is so funny, and for her to be so pressed and think that she's a private eye because I think I'm a private eye, I'm all tapped in with that show. Will Trent, I watch Will Trent every week. I've been loving Will Trent. I love watching him. Like, that show it's a little bit corny sometimes, some of the actual like crime that they're fighting, but the character of Will and his character development and finding out who he is, he was basically abandoned as a child, and so if you watch it, you'll kind of see where that comes from. Unfortunately, his mother was harmed, and yeah, he didn't know who his father was. I relate to that. I do not know my biological father, so just seeing him trying to navigate like, who am I? He struggles with dyslexia. He has like social awkwardness, but he's really, really good at his job. It's just so interesting, and I love Will Trent. What else? Loot is back on with our girl from Bridesmaids. Why am I not remembering anyone's name? Maya Rudolph? Is that her name? I don't know. That's back on. It's not capturing me. I don't know. I like the cousin that was like stealing, you know, square footage from her and living in her mansion, and she had no idea. He's funny. That guy is funny in anything that he's in. I don't even know his name either. I'm a terrible TV show reviewer. I don't know anybody's name. What the heck? But yeah, Loot is cool. Just watched Pepsi, Where's My Jet on Netflix. That was a good documentary. But yeah, reading, gaming, planning, trying to figure out like things that I want to use digitally in the iPad to keep organized has been pretty fun. I have been using Freeform to kind of put out visual ideas. I can't show y'all my little board that I made. It's a private one, but maybe in the future I'll show it to you. Freeform, download that app, best on the iPad or the computer. I downloaded it for the phone. It wasn't really doing it for me because you need a lot of space. And then just relying heavily on my Notes app. Notes, I feel like everybody uses Notes, but we got to use it to its full potential. It's so much you can do. You can make tables, you can format, you can collaborate with people. So I've been using Notes real heavy. Like, I'll go in ChatGPT and be like, this is my grocery list for the week, make me a meal plan, and then I'll transfer that over into Notes as a table so I have easy access to it. And then, of course, planning my week out on paper with my Paper Standards weekly checklist desk pad. This is probably the most popular thing right now. The last few orders that I had, this is what people were buying. I love this thing, and I combine it with my Eni Edit stickers, and literally these stickers are such good quality that I peel them off from week to week and add it to a new week. Because if you know, you know, stickers can get expensive. Decor for planning can get expensive. I am using my stickers to the max, okay? Those are just a few things I'm doing to stay sane. I'm trying my best to stay sane. I think since I last recorded, the brand that I have the post for hit me up and basically said, we're going live tomorrow. My thing is this, I don't even mind going live tomorrow, but I don't know if my account will still be active by the end of the week. So is that even beneficial to you because you want the post to be live for however long? So I don't know. I don't know how to phrase it to them that I want to delete my Instagram because I need a break from it. It's really weird and awkward. I don't like to burn bridges. I don't think it would be like a burn bridges thing. I've been working with them for a long time. I don't know. I gotta see y'all. But yeah, I just wanted to jump this week off. Say happy Monday. Again, I'm so inspired by all the girls that I follow and subscribe to that have been taking their vlogging seriously. Shout out to Carmi B TV. She just hit over 1K subscribers. Y'all should check her out. I've been following T. Ray, Jasmine Anderson. And I love that they kind of show the journey as well of getting back into vlogging. So I'll tag a few of them if you're looking for new vlogs to watch. And again, I'm going to try this challenge this week to post something every day, Monday through Friday. I actually do have a trip coming up this weekend. So of course I always bust the camera out for a good trip. So I'll be back for that too. But let's see if we can go 5 for 5. Let's see. Let me know in the comments what y'all got going on. What's your goals for April? What are you working on? And if you want to join me on this 5 for 5 challenge, it's the $5 biggie bag from Wendy's. Speaking of Wendy's, they got that Cinnabon pull apart. That's real dangerous, Wendy's. How dare you? How dare you introduce sweet deliciousness? You know what? I don't even talk about it because my mouth gonna start watering. Do the 5 for 5 with me, y'all. Can you do it? I'm gonna try my best. Let's see. Hold me accountable. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.